Animals and nature. Raccoon nighttime snack. Deep in the heart of a dense, lush forest, night had just fallen. The creatures of this woodland paradise were starting their evening routines. Among them was a clever little raccoon named Remy. Remy loved the nighttime and the adventures it brought. He scampered from tree to tree, his bushy tail flicking behind him, leaving no trace of his path. His eyes glowed brightly in the dark, picking up on every rustle and sound. This was his forest, and he knew it like the back of his paw. Remy's sharp eyes spotted something unusual by the edge of a sparkling stream. A glowing fish. He carefully made his way down to the water, peering into the shallow pool. The fish was indeed glowing, and seemed to be struggling. It appeared that it had swallowed something it couldn't digest. Remy, always curious, knew he could help. Remy remembered an old workshop hidden deep within the forest, filled with tools and trinkets left by past inhabitants. He scurried off to gather some supplies. In his pack, he collected tweezers, a magnifying glass, and some needle-nose pliers. Back at the stream, he gently removed the plastic from the fish's stomach. Remy placed the glowing fish back into the water and watched as it swam away, thankfully free from its plastic trap. Remy felt a sense of pride in saving another creature, but he knew there were many more who needed help. With that thought, he set off to continue his nighttime snack and his adventures. Remy made his way to a nearby cornfield where he knew there would be delicious ears of corn waiting for him. He hopped from one row to another, gnawing off just enough for himself and leaving plenty for his forest friends. As he harvested, he marveled at the beauty of the night sky above him. Remy's next stop was a large oak tree where his friend Sammy the squirrel lived. They were great friends and always helped each other out. Tonight, Remy had some extra corn that Sammy could use for winter. In exchange, Sammy gave Remy a pile of acorns to help him through the cold nights. Feeling full from his corn and acorn feast, Remy made his way to a nearby birdhouse. He knew that the little birds needed help too, especially during the colder months. With a gentle paw, he opened the door to the birdhouse and scooped out some seeds for his avian friends. As the night wore on, Remy grew tired from his adventures. He found a comfortable spot in a hollow tree trunk and curled up for the night. His stomach was full, and he had helped many of his forest friends. Tomorrow would bring new adventures, but tonight he could rest. With the first light of dawn, Remy woke up feeling refreshed and ready for another day. He stretched his limbs and climbed down from the tree trunk. As he looked around at the forest, he marveled at how he was part of something greater than himself. He couldn't wait to see what new adventures awaited him. Remy spent his days exploring the forest, always on the lookout for creatures in need of help. He learned that by working together and being kind to one another, they could all live happier lives. The forest was a better place because of Remy, and he was grateful for every moment. As night fell once again, Remy sat under the stars and thought about all the wonderful things he had experienced in his forest home. He was grateful for every creature he had met and every adventure he had shared. He realized that by helping others, he was truly living a life full of purpose. Remy learned that by working together and being kind to one another, the creatures of the forest were able to live happier lives. He realized that he was not just helping others, but he was also making a difference in his own life. With every adventure, Remy grew stronger and more confident. He knew that he could always count on his friends and family to help him through any challenge.